Hello people, welcome to my home. This is going to be the first of a few maybe legal literacy lessons. I'm going to do a few and hopefully pass some free knowledge on to people. Let me just start by a quote from Cicero. Wise men are instructed by reason. Men of less understanding by experience, the most ignorant by necessity, and the beast by nature. Cicero. Okay, first, how I got to this point is just the legal bullshit of bureaucracy. People, persons, corporations, yada yada this, yada yada that. And I decided to do a little research on myself, on my own, so I went and I got me some law books. I got Bouvier's 1934 edition, right there. I got Black's 1968 4th edition right there, and I got Black's 1991 right there, 6th edition. Okay, so I'm going to get in these books and I'm going to get to the bottom of what's going on with this persons and people and all, you know. And the only thing that I can make any heads or tail of is people, because I am a people, you are a people, we are a people, and it was we the people who founded the government. We the people are above the government. The government cannot tell we the people what to do when we operate in the full capacity of our operational capacity. I know that sounds kind of different and rough, but I'm only starting to figure that out myself, see. So anyway, let's start here in Bouvier's. I'm going to go through all three of these, and I'll go through the years as they progress, but I'm going to go into people and see, or persons, and see what person is first of all. What's this? Permission. A license to do a thing, an authority to do an act which without such authority would have been unlawful. A permission differs from a law. It is a check upon the operations of the law. Wow. Permission is a license. That's what they said in 1934. What did they say in 1968? Permission. I don't need permission. Permission. A license to do a thing. An authority to do an act which without such authority would have been unlawful. Wow. So permission is a license? I see it now. Oh, I can see that. Well, what does it say here in the 91? Permission, a license to do a thing, an authority to do an act which, without such authority, would have been unlawful. An act of permitting, formal consent, authorization, leave, license, or liberty granted. And it is a flexible meaning depending on the sense in which it is used. Perfect. Well, in their world, let me just get something straight here. I'm 50 years old. I haven't asked my mom for permission since I was 10. I've been married 30 years. And I've never once asked my wife for permission to do a thing. And there is no way I'm going to ask any bureaucrat for permission to do what I want to do. Okay, so now they say permission is basically a license. So what the heck is a license then? I'm going to figure that one out. I'm going to license. Oh my gosh. Right here, next to license, is liberty. Oh my word. Liberty. Freedom from restraint. The faculty of willing and the power of doing what has been willed without influence from without. Wow. That's right next to license. So, why would they do that? Why would they put liberty right next to license? Because here it is again. In Black's Law, liberty, 1968, 4th edition, liberty, freedom, exemption from extraneous control. Really? And then here again, in the 1991, 6th edition, freedom from all restraints except such as are justly imposed by law. Freedom from restraint under conditions essential to the equal enjoyment of this same right by others. Freedom regulated by law. Wow, how times have changed. Anyway, so they got liberty right there telling you that you are free of all restraints. It changed a little bit as time evolved and people started figuring out what liberty was in the license. So anyway, now we come to the license part. Let's get there before I get too far off track. And we'll go to the license. Let's start here in Bouvier's 1934. A license. A permission to do an act or a series of acts on the land of a licensor without having any permanent interest in it. It is founded on personal confidence and not assignable. It may be given in writing or by peril. It may be with or without consideration, but in either case it is usually subject to revocation, though constituting a protection to the party acting under it until revocation takes place. That's what a license is. Bouvier's 1934. Let's see what a license is in Black's 1968. License. Certificate or the document itself which gives permission. And that is what a license is in 1968 Black's Law. And then a few years down the road into the 6th edition, a license is a personal privilege to do a particular act or a series of acts on the land without possessing any estate or interest therein, and is ordinarily revocable at the will of the licensor and is not assignable. Well, that's very interesting. Now, that's a quick 10 minutes. Anyway, now you know all that. See ya.